Hey, everybody. Finally got set up. Hi, boo-boo. Look at, good morning. Good morning, Jody. DJ, of course. Here comes the man of the hour, Joe,
You can say that.
the man of the day.
Baby be here in a minute.
Oh, what? Why do you keep poking me? You've already been fed once.
TJ, I know you're on the East Coast of Florida, but you better be ready.
Yeah, that's what everybody keeps telling me. I was at work yesterday and we're almost out of water. I think everybody else is almost out of water too.
Well, let
Like
me let you know
everybody's
they just upgraded this thing to a Cat 4, 155 mile an hour winds, and they're saying they're expecting a Cat 5 now.
Oh shit. So it's gonna be coming towards us.
It's gonna go right over Orlando,
Oh
and
hell.
your side will get a big brunt of it.
Oh shit. Well, I'm off tomorrow anyway, so.
And make sure you don't have like chairs and stuff laying around outside.
Oh yeah.
Anything that can be blown away.
Yeah, there's a couple of chairs and stuff.
They will not be there.
There's a grill out there.
Yeah, get them inside or something. You leave them out there, they won't be there. They'll be projectiles.
It'll be projectiles, yeah.
They will. They might go outside and find chair inside your automobile.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to figure out something. We got trash cans and recycle bins out there.
Yeah, nothing loose.
Yeah, not good, TJ.
Yeah, might want to. I guess they have a guest parking thing, so we'll probably end up putting our cars in the guest parking and just bring everything and put it in the garage.
I wonder how's Justin doing?
Yeah.
You got home.
That's kind of. I mean, he's about like him and I are both the same age almost, and that's kind of crazy how he just kind of like just got dehydrated and just fell out like that.
Wasn't drinking anything.
Are you drinking a lot of water, TJ?
I drink water like every day. Like I have coffee in the morning, and then the rest of the day I just drink water. Like I'll have juice occasionally, like here and there, like at dinner time or whatever. But the majority of the time I drink water. Like when I'm at work and everything, I just drink water. And then like for lunch, I have those. You know when you see me drinking those seltzer drinks, like I'll drink those. So. Yeah, that's another thing too, Michael. I've heard about that. Fill your bathtub up with water.
Yeah, just for flushing the toilet.
Yeah.
Because you have to have water. You know, you need to have the bathtub full of water.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pouring pretty good outside right now.
Well, Joe, when is it supposed to be there?
They were saying Wednesday, but now it looks like it's gonna be Thursday. I haven't seen the latest. It's getting ready to come on.
We were talking about we didn't know if our store was going to close down on Wednesday or Thursday because of this storm.
Everything's closing down.
Well, the thing of it is if they're rating the stores like I think they are, they're gonna run out of products to sell and that'll piss people off, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because me and one of my coworkers were talking about that last night because he was talking to our manager and he was like, well, said not until the district manager says something, we can't close it. But until the higher up people say something, then we're gonna close the store. But until then, we're not gonna close. But I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will close the store down anyways. Hell, I don't want to be damn working in the middle of a storm. Fuck that.
Have you got grates installed over top of the front of the store where it drops down or no?
No, we didn't, because it's in a plaza, so it doesn't have that thing. If it was a freestanding store, then it would have that. But it's in a plaza, so it's not a plaza is not going to have the thing that comes down. Because there was the store that I used to work at in that's in the ghetto area there, that's off of Blue Heron and Congress. That one's a freestanding store and it has the thing that comes down. So
What you saw, what has been the impact on this? Well, hard to describe. It was the front page in the Jerusalem Post this morning with just one surveyor.
should we just like turn the water off
1 year later, we're still filled.
from the toilet, or
I think people are still really traumatized from mourning, from grieving. Many of the hostages are still not recovered from their bodies.
No, as long as your toilet's still working, that isn't gonna be affected by anything, I don't think.
yeah, because Michael was saying flush the toilet only with gray water, water you've washed in, not fresh.
Everybody is still affected by it, including ourselves. One of the things, by going to the bar, you speak to yourself exactly what happened. And Maya does it very eloquently, as an ambassador, you've seen what happened. One other thing that happened just a few weeks after October 7th is the government press office made available to all the journalists 47 minutes of raw footage of what happened on October 7th. Mainly from the live videos on the victims or circuit, they looked at their lives. They were proud of what they were doing. After our Sunday morning, I really said to myself, I was coming back from Jerusalem after watching it, and I really felt the Lord said to me, honor them. Because so many of these people were desecrated, humiliated, butchered, literally bodies cut up, and it was just to honor them. What is a great, amazing commentary from Kapara. I was there in March and sharing a documentary, and we said, let's stop down, let's go further.
Oh shit, where the hell did everybody go? I got a video I want to share, but everybody just kind of left.
And here's the right next to the couch with the food partner. And so I touched store, and it's something I'll carry the rest of my life.
Oh, I gotta wait for Dusty to come in to show this.
This is off the full, and there's
Okay, yeah.
everyone lost their mind.
Yeah, true that, Michael. True that.
fairly public doing right now. Before our stuff was done, they were deeply private. They couldn't,
What's up, Russell? How you doing this morning?
it just seemed to be that they were tearing themselves apart. In the current war, how is that changed? Well, I think after October 7th, what happening on October 6th changed dramatically. And then you saw such a unity standing around the Jewish state. You had reservists coming in. There were some reservists that came back into their unit. It wasn't 100% return. It was like 150% return, where people wanted.
I hope no trees or anything get ripped out of the ground.
People need to realize that the battle that Israel's facing, whether it's Hamas or Hezbollah, is like a few hours away from their home. So they're not fighting necessarily something far away. They're standing in for their family. And, what you saw at Kfar Aza and what people described and what I saw that it really speaks to the fact that this is not just a physical war, but it's really a spiritual battle as well. And I think since October 7th, one thing that has happened is people praying for Israel.
I went and did a ship this morning, Joe.
Did you go pinch some peanuts?
No, I
You
had
go sit up on the
I had
sofa.
to put the magnetic storm door up.
You gonna go sit there?
Mia's bound and determined she's got to go out.
Yeah, that's something else that I gotta do, that I need to do too, because I got the accordion style shutters on the windows. I should probably close them up. All right, so I was there's this guy. His name's Jason. He's one of my buddies, but he has a YouTube channel, JJ Drones. And I sent him a video clip the other day, and he showed it. So I'm gonna share it and see. Make sure I hit share sound. Share. All right, here we go.
That I make for the live stream and for other things. But you're all going to learn about that tonight, and we're going to have some fun doing it. But before we do that, we're going to go to our sponsor of this season's episodes. It's the Johnson Juice with our friend TJ from TJ Giggles TV.
This is funny.
Well, it's just after 9 and decided to have
Maybe
some
not.
breakfast. I got my waffles here. But you know what? I couldn't quite have my waffles without my tasty Johnson Juice. That's it. I'm having my waffles with my tasty Johnson Juice. Yum, yum.
Tastes better all thanks to you.
That's pretty good.
Hey, did you do that or did they do that?
No, I did the video and I sent it to him. He showed it yesterday. That's pretty funny. Oh me.
And Joe's sitting there, he's loving it.
That's funny.
Giggle along with TJ.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
They're gonna catch hell. Florida's gonna catch hell.
Is it?
Shit.
This is gonna be as big as Katrina when it hits.
Yeah, that's probably something good to do is put the cars in guest parking and just put everything that's outside in the garage.
Are you in a flood zone, TJ?
Um,
No, not
Well,
by
I
looking
think
out the window. It is
well,
a designated, if you go to maps, you can look at flood zone maps and it'll
Yeah.
say this is a flood zone, this is not.
Well, okay, so on my weather app, on the weather bug app, I got a notification earlier this morning about a flood advisory. So I mean, the hell, there's a big pond out back there. So I don't know. Hopefully, it won't fill up too much. I mean,
Well, Joe, they're talking about getting what, 14 inches of rain?
Well, the rain's not the problem, it's the surge. But the surge is gonna be on the West Coast. There's gonna be a lot of rain.
Well, because he's got a pond out behind his house.
It
So if
depends
it-
on the elevation.
If they get a lot of rain though, and it doesn't have anywhere to
It's
go.
still gonna depend on the elevation.
TJ, when you get up in the morning, put on your swim trunks, okay?
yeah.
Then you can walk around, strut around, swim trunks and flip flops, and you can say, "I'm ready. I'm
Yeah,
ready."
put on my mask and snorkel.
Yep, yep.
I'm ready. That's funny. What's up, Don?
Well, the deal is with water now. Unless the plant goes out, your water's gonna be good. You know,
Yeah, the
you
water.
should have no problem with water
Yeah.
unless it's
you're not
a
using well
broken
water.
pipe somewhere. You know, that's the only thing. You gotta lose pressure to lose water now. It's not the same as it was back in the 60s. But the main reason you want a bathtub of water, it's just not for taking a bath or anything, is to use that bathtub of water to flush your toilet.
Yep.
And that's if you lose pressure. If you don't lose pressure, you don't need it. 'Cause I can't remember the last time in a hurricane that I've been in that I've had to worry about water. But they're already putting out a mass evacuation of Tampa Bay area. It says it's going to be the largest evacuation since 1972.
I'll put a bunch of hooks in the ceiling, Joel, and then I'll dangle my I'll hang my drones on the little hooks. Yeah. I don't know if I have any large Ziploc bags, but we have plenty of garbage bags though. Dusty was talking about get some Ziploc bags and putting some ice in it. What's up, Lance?
Morning, TJ.
How you doing?
I'm good. I checked the TFRs this morning. I was thinking that Seattle was going to have one. Waltz is coming to town tomorrow. He's coming in tonight, but I can't find a TFR for him. So maybe they don't do it for these other dudes.
Morning, Dre. How are you?
Dre would
Hey,
know.
Dre.
Doing good. Doing good.
Hey, Dre, did you hear
Dre
what I
knows
said?
everything.
Yeah.
I just caught the tail end about you not seeing a TFR.
Yeah, for Waltz, he's coming to Seattle. He's coming in tonight, and there's no TFR for him. I wonder why.
What is that? What's TFR? What is that?
Temporary flight restriction.
Oh, yeah. that makes
TJ,
sense.
what
pop up
under what rock
anytime.
have you been living?
I was like, wait, TFR? Wait, huh? Oh, then when he said like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, those can pop up at any time, Lance. They might do it a couple hours before the event kicks off or something.
Sure,
But also,
sure.
you got to realize is that, well, yeah, the flight's coming in, but where's the event being held?
I think like Redmond. I'm not positive. So East Seattle, like Redmond is on the east side of, it's across the lake, and
Right.
so it's not too far. It's not,
Yeah.
it's.
And I imagine it's going to be indoors, right?
Say that one more time.
I imagine it's going to be indoors.
Yeah, I'm sure it's indoors. Yeah.
So yeah, they'll probably throw it up probably a couple hours before, whatever.
Yeah.
And like I said, you guys got enough military bases up there. He's going to land at one of the bases.
Yeah, he comes in tonight, and
Yeah.
I wanted to fly this morning. I thought, I wonder if they've got I better check before I.
Right.
But DJI would shut me down anyway. It wouldn't let me take off.
Well, just send it.
What do you mean?
Just send
What do you mean when
Yeah,
let you
just
take
send
off?
it.
Did
Send
DJI have a regular geofencing, or were they acting on their own TFR? Lance,
Say that again.
you're saying that the DJI geofencing wouldn't let you take off?
It would not. I tried a couple months ago when Biden was in town, and it wouldn't let me take off.
Oh, okay. So yeah, what app or what program are you using to look for TFR?
I just go to I just type in TFR, and then whatever the FAA TFR site is, it shows a map of the United States, and it says, where do you want to specify? And I say Washington, and it shows me Idaho, Washington, Oregon, and
Right.
all the most current dates. So there's a couple dates in Idaho this morning that you can't fly, but nothing in Washington.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, they're probably gonna wait. They don't like to announce it too far in advance when they travel.
Yeah.
They don't want to give out somebody too much of a heads up, just in case somebody's plotting something.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to fly this morning, I think, on the way in. I think I flew my Frank Russell building the other day, and I think it's going to be even better today, so I think I might stop. But I'm still 15 minutes away. I'll have to check it out when I get closer. I think the sunrise is at 7:20, 7:18 up here today.
Okay.
What's up, Daryl?
Just wanted to make sure I could take off with that, no TFR, so I didn't. Thought I'd check before I left the house.
As always, best too.
Yeah.
We got a cool cat in the house. Daryl, you a big shot now. You guys know Daryl's status is what? Well, plenty tech, IT tech or development prep or whatever you want to call yourself, Daryl. He's a big shot now.
But is that Daryl or his other brother Daryl?
Well,
Which
it's
Daryl?
actually other brother Daryl.
Okay.
Daryl.
TJ doesn't know what we're talking about.
Well, no, I'm just reading the comment of that Michael was talking about when we were talking about like water and all that stuff. So
It was a TV show back in the 70s.
Yeah, the Bob
new-
Newhart show.
He said, I'm Daryl, my brother
oh
Daryl,
yeah,
my other
Bob
brother Daryl.
Newhart. I don't think I heard about that, but that was
Yeah.
like I think it was after I was born because I was born in '83. So
So yeah, Mudball hanging out. Cool cat.
No,
Oh
ball.
yeah.
No.
How you feeling today, Joe?
I might have to go get some antibiotics.
Yeah,
It's
because
like
it looks
it
like
goes
it's
away and then the
affecting
next
your
morning
head.
it comes back.
Yeah.
So
Well,
when
I
I'm
mean,
sleeping at night, when I wake up in the morning, I'm all congested.
yeah. Well, that's just normal going through a cold type thing. You just gotta,
Yeah.
I would say, get yourself a hot cup of tea, put a little lemon in it, loosens that phlegm up.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah. And I would suggest doing it at night, right before you go to bed. If the caffeine don't keep you up, uh, you're just going through that same cycle. When we sleep, you're probably like me, a big mouth breather,
Yeah.
and that just adds that phlegm that builds up in your lungs and stuff.
I could drink a cup of coffee and go to sleep. What are you talking about?
That you like me now. I'm just saying, I know some folks are a lot more sensitive to it than others. That's why I said if it doesn't bother you, dude, they don't bother me at all.
I do that same thing, Joe. I can drink a cup of coffee and be in bed in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did that the other day. I was tired, and I said, "Let me go make a cup of coffee." It was about 8 at night. Drank that cup of coffee and fell asleep in my chair.
Yeah.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. You said Dom? It was not the Bob Newhart show. Oh, I guess it was just called. Oh, it was just called. Oh, okay. I got it now. Huh.
Specifics, Bob. Specifics.
There you go, Daryl. That's an asset management. That's his new title. Asset management.
If you bark at me, you're going to the fountain.
Don said I should start drinking my urine. I think you should start drinking it now to get a taste for it. If there's no fresh water, drink your urine.
I believe you can only do that once.
Yeah.
Drink your own urine one time. After that, I think it becomes toxic or something.
Yeah.
So you might as well take a big glass of it, huh?
Yep, there you go.
Piglet.
That's funny.
That's the Piggly Wiggly.
A 16-ouncer.
That's funny. That's pretty good stuff.
Morning, Paul.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. You fly this morning?
Yes, I did.
Which ship?
The American Century.
How many times do you suppose you videotaped that one?
Yeah, a couple dozen times. You know, you got to remember, I've been flying ships for like 5, 6 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they come by frequently.
Do they blow the horn for you, Paul?
Yeah. They do. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they'll come out on the wing off of the pilot house and wave and.
Paul actually provides a service for the families of those guys, and that's what I like about it. That he gets a lot of comments from families of those guys on those ships, thanking him, I should say, for showing what the fathers and mothers are doing out at sea. And probably a bunch of wives wondering, okay, you told me you was here, and now he says you there. Yeah.
Hey, Dre, I didn't tell you, but day before yesterday, Friday night, my son had a day off, right? They had a pursuit up in Covington, and they were chasing a guy through a backyard of a construction area. The guy turned around, pulled the gun out.
Uh-oh.
Took a couple of shots at the cop, right?
Yeah.
That was chasing him. Andy was chasing him. Andy kind of moved to the side and didn't realize there was a whole big stack of rebar right there.
Yeah, I know how that ends.
Well, he hit that rebar on his knees.
Oh, okay. I thought he ran.
He went down. He said he thought he was shot. He said that's how the pain. Thought he was shot. as the guy took 3 shots. They were getting ready to shoot him, and one of the other cops was on the other side, just completely decked him. He was right there, so he was
Yeah.
able to tackle him and got the gun
Wow.
away from him. But Andy hit the ground, meniscus in both knees, and tore his Achilles tendon at the same time.
Yeah, he'll be wheelchair bound for a while.
Yeah,
He'll be on the desk for a year.
he said, and he's getting ready to move to St. Tammany Sheriff's Department.
Mm,
Not right now.
no, that could be long-term disability.
And that's one of the partners basically that my son would have been right in the middle of that too,
Mm-hmm.
but he was off.
Mm. Yeah, that's the only thing scary about, running around at night and you can't
Yeah.
see things. And it could be something as simple as a little gopher hole or something like rebar that could screw
Yeah.
you big time.
He said it was a piece of rebar sticking out. They caught him.
Mm-hmm.
How are you supposed to fly a ship?
Huh?
Michael said you could fly a ship, but he thinks that you're doing it wrong.
Hey, to each their own. For doing it wrong, I've got thousands and thousands and thousands of thumbs up videos.
Yeah.
I think they're talking about the sentence structure of the verbiage there, Paul. They think, somebody was thinking you're actually flying a ship instead of using the term that you're flying around the ship.
It's the verbiage.
Yes.
The verb. Oh.
You flying today, Dre?
No. I did all my flying this weekend. I had a total of 6 jobs this weekend between Friday and Saturday. So I'm all flown out. I do need, matter of fact, I do need to go out and shoot a park.
Hey, cool cat. I misunderstood
rehab.
you. Sorry.
Yeah. The wheels weren't turning, but now they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Lance, I do need to
didn't
shoot a
realize it
park.
was attempted humor.
Okay. And
Yeah.
do you said a shoot a park?
Yeah, we're doing a park rehabilitation of a park, and I do the monthly photo shoots of that. Just for the, like last week I did at the council meeting, they showed the pictures of the bridge that I do every month.
Okay.
So like so this same purpose. I do it for the engineering department. It's a contractor doing the work. They actually have a drone that comes out and do pictures also, and I just do it from the city's perspective.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be another 101 degree day today.
Crazy. It's supposed to be 70 up here, but 70 in the fall is not 70 in the summer. It's it's a little more cool.
Yeah. They say we're supposed to cool off by the end of the week. We'll be down in the high 80s. And I said, I'm looking forward to these 100-degree days. Is just ridiculous, man.
Yeah, you're pretty far east though. You guys stay warmer than the coast.
Yeah, well, like I say, we get when I talk about that dome, the heat dome that's over the Midwest right now, we catch it out here. But like I say, same thing, being close to the water, you guys get a little bit of that humidity up there. And as I sound down here, I mean, I work for Long Beach PD. I never wore a jacket when I worked graveyard shift as officer, because that humidity always kept the temperature between, the 70s and 80s, day or night.
Yeah. Wow.
Never. I mean, the most I wear is a long sleeve shirt at night when I worked a night shift. Never needed a jacket. Now I come out here to another department closer to my home, and it's like, oh yeah, you better break out a jacket in wintertime because it's cold.
And does your
Supposed to
wife
be in the
teach in the
50s
city?
tomorrow.
What's that, Lance?
Does your wife teach in the city that you live in?
Yes. The charter school that she teaches at is on the old Norton Air Force Base.
Okay. Oh, and she's at a charter school, so she has her kids are a little better than the public
No.
kids.
No. I
Well.
would love to say that. I don't here in California. I don't know if it's just the district that we're in. The district has I would say their hands on the charter certification.
Gotcha.
So they have to play ball with the local district. And what the district has done, they have no official policy, but you can tell by the type of kids who have been coming to her school over the last 4 or 5 years. I know the district office is telling these parents of these problem kids they have, oh, send them over there. That's a military type school. It'll straighten your kid out. And that's not the way the
Gotcha.
school is set up. The school is set up for those kids who are already interested in law enforcement, firefighting, or military service. It is not there to be a military school itself. So, like I say, they have had to spend extra money out of their own budgets to accommodate some of these problem kids, because usually the problem kids are kids who also have learning issues. Either they're so far behind in grade level, I would say reading, math, and all that kind of stuff in grade level, they act out more, or the kid might have a learning disability itself, which means they have to have the IEP evaluations and then have to have certain tutors there, all this extra stuff. So it really takes away from what the school is about, because now they're providing all these additional services for the kids that are coming into the school.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's basically been watered down quite a bit. But the same thing is, and I tell my wife, won't you guys just stop refuse some of these kids that are coming here, especially the ones who are not at grade level, because those are the real problem kids, because now you have to almost teach 2 classes in one.
And how many years does she have left?
She's got she's about 2 years behind me in retirement. So yeah, it gives her 5 years left where she can retire.
Okay.
And I can say she comes on every day, Lance, and she's ready just to say, screw it. She's at that point now.
Yep. That's my wife and me as well. We're ready. We're, COVID has really changed the kid.
Yeah. I mean, that's another factor there, but like I said, they're getting kids. My wife was teaching high school originally when she first went to the school. She came down to the middle school level to kind of help out the last, I think she's been at the middle school for like 4 years now. And it just seemed like each year the kids are coming in at, they're supposed to be coming at, she teaches 7th and 8th grade. These kids are basically at 3rd and 4th grade level. She's going back doing multiplication charts and things of that nature, stuff that these kids should already have mastered. And these kids are so reliant on calculators and stuff like that because the teachers they've had before allow them to do that. Hey, good morning, East Coast, Dusty. So, it's just, like I said, she, and like I said, always, you know how it is, Lance. You guys are supposed to hit certain academic levels, or what you guys call it, I forgot the term you guys use for it. Basically, at certain points, you're supposed to be at a certain level or a certain, chapters or whatever in the books that you're using. And my wife said it's hard to meet those marks because the kids are just so behind.
Yes, exactly. And she she's 8th grade. She probably teaches algebra then, I'm guessing.
Oh, she would. I can say that's what she's supposed to be teaching.
Yeah.
But she's finding herself teaching basic math still.
Yep.
So like I say, it just adds to the frustration. Then, like I say, you always have a certain amount of parents who believe their child does no wrong, doesn't lie to them or anything, and uses the teachers of not not grading the papers in appropriate amount of time, entering their grades correctly.
TJ's
now-
laughing.
And now that you have my wife have a program called, I think it's called EdShare, which is basically a program that parents can actually go on and see what assignments their kids have been, given. But they keep emailing my wife asking what assignments has a child missed or whatever the case going on. I said, you can access it yourself.
Yep.
The parents don't keep up, and they want to complain that always the last couple of weeks at the end of the quarter or semester. Oh, is there any work my child can make up to bring the grade up? I talked to my wife. I said, screw that. You should have been concerned on the first week of the semester and not the last week of the semester.
Oh, I know.
It just, and like I said, they want to put so much blame on the teachers. As I think it was a year ago, she had a dad that was always, the son would go home and tell his dad whatever he wanted to tell his dad, and the dad was on my wife. He was writing emails to my wife daily about his son, and it's like, you know what? I'm not the parent of your child. You are. We have provided all the necessary tools for you to monitor your child's progress and everything else. And whatever your son is telling you, you're buying off on it and thinking that my wife is definitely just not wanting to put the grades in for the son. And the problem is he's not completing the work. So there's no grade to put in.
Yeah, exactly.
So like I said, my wife, just like you and your wife, she spends most of her weekends grading papers and preparing lesson plans for the next week.
Yep.
So like I said, that's most of our lives is that, we don't get a chance to go out and do a whole lot because she has all this, work she has to do on the weekends to get ready for the next week.
And my son, Nick, his last couple of years of school in high school and his first couple of years of college, he did everything last minute. He was always struggling.
Mhm.
And the last 2 years, one of his friends, the girl that was in one of the classes, said, Nick, come here. Quit struggling, because he had good grades, but he was always hurrying to get his grades up. So she said, come study with him. So they started studying together. And for the last 2 years, he had a 4.0.
Yeah. And probably
You
had a
learn how to
better
study.
peace of mind. And
Yeah,
like I said,
teach them how to focus, right?
Yeah.
be focused and organized. And there's a lot of us who do that. We put a lot of us don't do anything till we're under the gun, and then we can do good work, but we always procrastinate to us right there under the gun, and then we
Last minute.
produce something. And then they add so much stress on you and everything else that affects your life, your health, and everything else. It's like, wow, if I just did what I was supposed to do from day one, my life would be so much easier.
Yeah.
Because I have a daughter like that. The oldest of my girls is like that. She's wicked smart. We call her name is Alexa. We call her Alexapedia. She's wicked smart, but she is one of those procrastinators, man. She just waits the last minute, and then she gets frustrated, and then she's such a perfectionist, is that if it's not exactly the way she wants it, then she won't turn the work in. I said, you can't do that. You can't do that.
That's
Yeah,
like
not the way to
TJ
do it.
getting ready for the hurricane. He's already picking out his bathing suit,
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah,
I-
TJ,
I-
you
I
should have been
see-
picking up that
I
bathing
see
suit
Miss
like
Miss
last month.
Sarah's on today. Miss Sarah Stickley in place of Justin. So Don, should we give her our version of what occurred?
Give her our version of what?
Of what occurred to Justin?
Oh yeah,
He got the pavement.
yeah. We just find it very convenient. You guys got into Lowe's. You found the wood. You're ready to load it up, and suddenly Justin got the vapors.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Oh my
I'm
God.
going to collapse. Oh,
Oh,
I must go to the hospital so she can put it up on the house. Oh,
I said, oh my Lord.
I'm starting a job tomorrow. Ah.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
And then he gets home and the job called and they canceled it until next week.
Yeah. hmm
Uh,
Then, then
Yeah,
like I
Dre,
said,
talking
more than
about
likely he gets a glass of lemonade and a burrito, and he's just fine.
talking about procrastinating. I always work good. I always work under pressure, but it's not a good way. It's not a good feeling. It's
Mm-mm.
I work better under pressure when things are against the wall. Speech class in college, this public communications class, I would put off. I had something to write and present, and I would put it off, put it off, put it off until maybe 2 hours before class, and I would just. There was a couple songs on the jukebox down in the student union. I would put on. One of them was Barracuda. I can't remember what the other one was, but
Mhm.
I just put them on like several times. They were just fast-paced songs, and I'd pace back and forth and with my paper and just kind of think and write things down and go. And I would get a B, which is good enough.
is the other song called "Don't Rock the Jukebox"?
No, that's not fast-paced, dude.
Well, kind of. It's like it's in the middle there. It's
It,
a medium.
it's not like Barracuda.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what other if I sit down and put my brain to it, I could come up with the other song what it was, but
Yeah, I like I said, like I was just saying, a lot of us do that, and that's just how we perform. But
it's not a good
healthy.
way to do it.
It's not a good way of doing it. It's not a healthy way.
Especially as you get older, you start
Yes.
realizing you cannot maintain that sudden burst of energy as well,
Mhm.
and the stress gets to you. That stress
Well-
starts wearing on you.
And I know for me, my thing is I like my work to be very detailed and nice. And I said you don't have the time to go back and review your work as you would if you did it in a more timely manner and catch
Right.
the small mistakes. Not nothing major, it's the itty bitty stuff. And it's like, and somebody else looks at it and said, well, you got this and you got that, and you just didn't get that. And
Like, yeah, you
and
rushed.
you get pissed off and like, man, I put a lot of work in that. And you are ripping it apart.
Yeah, that's probably something I wish I would have learned how to do earlier in my life
Oh yeah, me too. I wish
and do well.
I can say I say I was a C student through high school. I just saw my way through.
I D for diploma, dude. D for diploma.
And
was high school
my,
for me. I
my thing
hated it.
was just stay eligible enough to keep playing sports and everything. Didn't do a lick of homework. I did my work in class.
I
didn't write
hated
a
homework
paper
because I
until
didn't
my
want to
senior
be.
year.
I tested great. I hated homework. It's like, why should I get graded on the process of learning? Test me.
Yeah,
That was my thing.
that
and
was kind of like
it's like-
how I was too.
And I didn't understand. It's like, because the homework is part of the process. That's part of the job to get done. It doesn't matter if you don't think it makes sense.
Mhm.
It's part of the process, and you just do it.
Yeah. And like I said, I've learned, through my various careers, and as you get older, you start to realize there is a method to the madness.
Well, when I first went to college, I still was aimless, and
Mhm.
I got put on academic suspension,
Been there.
and I was like, okay, fine. I just got out in the real world, started working a job, met my wife, got married, was working a job, luckily got into a place that they paid full tuition. If you passed your class, they reimbursed you for tuition.
Right,
So you paid up
reimbursement
front, but
program.
if you passed your class, so I went
Mhm.
back, and if you went by my GPA from when I was an adult, I'd have a great academic record because every class was either an A or a B.
Right.
But that transcript still shows what kind of a jackass I was back in '88.
Yeah. I have to say I plead guilty to that charge. You know, if the last couple of years of my college, when I went to school part-time when I was a police officer, and I say the effort I put in then, if I'd have put in years ago or like in high school, I tell my kids, there's no telling where I would be at today. I might be a city manager or something today if I would apply those same principles as I did later in my 30s, if I did that in my teens and early 20s.
And that this is a road to depression. Sitting there looking back, thinking, what decisions could I have done different?
Yeah, well, I don't look at depression. It's just part of
I get depressed.
Learning process.
I get into depression when I get into that kind of a spiral.
Well, I look at this.
Mistakes I've made.
There were some decisions that I was spared the consequences quite a bit, because I said if I had to pay for every dumb decision I made, ain't no telling where I'd be at today. Because I know I wouldn't be sitting where I'm sitting right now.
And Dre, did you see earlier where I said you were wrong?
Well, I was wrong about what?
You were incredibly wrong, sir.
About what?
Daryl, and Daryl being on the Bob Newhart show.
Well, once again in verbiage, I was describing the show, the Bob Newhart show. The actual show was called Newhart, as I knew you would specify that, but I was trying to put in context so TJ would be able to grasp it.
See, he might think Daryl was on a show about a dentist.
So that's why I refer to it as the Bob Newhart show, not as the show was called the Bob Newhart show.
That's funny.
So what was the earlier show about when he was the psychiatrist? What was the name of that show?
He was a psychiatrist, and he shared the office floor with a dentist, I think.
Yeah, what was the name of the show?
That's the Bob Newhart show.
Okay.
That's why you were wrong.
Yeah. That's why I asked you that, to see what was the name of the show.
Yeah.
So there would be confusion if he looked at the Bob Newhart show.
Right.
And it showed the older
right.
sitcom.
There was the Bob Newhart show. He had Newhart, and then I believe he also had one after that just called Bob.
I don't remember that. How much time it lasted too long?
I just think he couldn't think of names for shows.
And I was talking to my wife the other day about how, we don't watch TV hardly. My wife, well, she does. She likes all those housewives wherever they want to be at shows. She loves those things. And what is the one with all the rappers, ex-wives and girlfriends and love and hip hop crap?
I don't watch any
she
reality
feeds
TV.
all that stuff. Me, I said it's just no real entertainment. I remember as a kid growing up, we used to look forward to certain nights of the week. I think it was like a Tuesday, between Tuesday and Thursday. Those were the hot nights of the week to watch TV. And so Monday was Monday Night Football growing up and stuff. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, there was always either CBS, NBC, or ABC had at least 2 to 3 shows that people would actually stop doing what they're doing, get the family around, and they would all watch TV. As used to be
I believe one of the networks called Thursday, the must-watch TV block. Yeah.
And that's why I say people talk about these old shows from, you go back to the 60s where you're talking about the Brady Bunch, going into the 70s, Room 222. Was it this show about Julia, the courtship of Eddie, and what was the name of it?
Courtship of Eddie's father.
Right, courtship of Eddie's father. Do you get into the 70s and you get more of the Archie Bunker, Sanford and Son, all that was run of sitcoms and stuff, all the way into the 80s where you had Frasier, what was the one with the bar that Frasier spun off of? Cheers and things like that. Those were myself, I'm a sucker for witty comedy. I like the witty stuff. And that's why I watched even a new version of Frasier on now that comes on Paramount, because the same type of that witty comedy I enjoy.
It's scripted TV shows other than the reality crap. But we also forget all the crap shows that they tried.
Yeah, there was. I mean, like I say, there
There's
was
a lot
few,
of crap shows, but they disappeared. The ones that lasted are the ones you remember, and so you have that selection bias there. But
right.
now it's like it became easier just to do a reality show.
Yeah, and that all came about from the writer's strike back in the, what was it, the late '90s or early 2000s. That writer's strike, and that's where it's even earlier. It was the '80s strike or whatever. 'Cause that's when cops first came on the scene.
Actually, I think it really started coming in power when MTV, because they needed cheap programming, came out with The Real World.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of like the catalyst of that.
And they realized, oh, we can just get these people and just film them, and it doesn't cost us anything.
Right. We don't have to pay the overhead cost of writers and other individuals. But like I said, I remember, Cops was kind of like one of the first reality shows. I remember that when I was up in Oregon.
Oh yeah.
And Cops first came out, and it was filmed in Oregon at the time, in Portland, Oregon. And like I said, then MTV jumped on the bandwagon with their Real World stuff. And then and I remember when that writer's strike happened, I don't know if it was in the '90s or whatever, that writer's strike happened, and it just exploded and stuff. And just like even when I grew up, '60s and '70s, there was a variety of shows then. You had Carol Burnett, you had Tom Jones, you had Sonny and Cher, Marie and Donnie, even the Jackson 5 had a variety show, but they were like kind of sprinkled in between some of the regular stuff. And now I cannot stand when ABC just went overboard with Dancing with the Stars 3 or 4 times in a week. I'm like, come on, give me a break.
They're all these. What is it, like America's Got Talent and
America's Got Talent.
You got the
American
Masked
Idol
Singer, American Idol, and there's another one. It's just The Voice. It's like they're all the same show. How do you watch this crap?
Yeah, that's my whole
how many
point.
reality shows can you watch in like 1 week or one?
Well, that's
evening?
the whole thing. And like I said, these are shows that you're not seeing like if you watched the Carol Burnett show, it was a comedy skit show. Okay, so you saw the skits, and that what made it entertaining.
Yeah, and I remember
other shows
it
like
being on fire
Sonny and
every
Cher,
single week.
Yeah, if you watch other shows like Sonny and Cher and some other ones like that, they had on other artists that you may not normally see.
Variety shows.
So that was the catch. The old next
You'd see Shields and Yarnell on hitting those things so often. Remember Shields and Yarnell?
Yeah.
The mimes,
right?
Played like they're robots,
right? And like I say, but that was the catch of those type of shows, that you would see other artists that you normally would not be able to see. So that was the appeal for those. But these, like I say, the Voice and all this kind of stuff, I'm like, there's nothing really to it, Just don't get it.
Do you ever watch the shows, Dre, that come on like now? Do you ever watch like The Big Bang Theory or any of those kind of?
Oh, I was a Big Bang Theory.
I watched Big Bang
because
Theory.
that was a nice, smart, witty comedy show.
It wasn't smart.
Yeah, it was somewhat smart.
It was not smart.
It started off smart. It got a little goofy at the end.
I don't know if I ever had Sheldon as a roommate, I think I'd have to punch him in his face a few times.
Well, like I said, I watched the new episodes of Frasier and stuff. I like Kelsey Grammer does a good job in that role. And most roles that he plays in, he does a very good job, I would say, as an actor overall.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. I haven't watched anything really, any TV for a while. I think the last show that I was actually watching was the Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
The Breaking Bad spinoff.
I like watching that that skit show. Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I watched that all the way back to when it was on over in England. Clive Anderson was the host.
Yeah, the British version.
Now, the only thing I hate about some of the more recent TVs, even though I love the series Game of Thrones, I think Game of Thrones killed series TV, because I know Paul and Joe and I, probably Don, I know Lance, we're all old enough to remember when a season of television programming was 22 episodes. Now Game
Well,
of
everybody
Thrones,
should remember that.
Yeah.
I started watching, what is it? The Farscape. And I
mhm,
put it on in the background. And it's like, those were 22 episode seasons.
yeah,
It's like, there's a lot of episodes to get through.
that's what I'm saying. That's what made it, if you caught the whole storyline, you went through 22 episodes every week, you saw it. Game of Thrones threw that out the window, and now you're talking about a season being called anywhere between 6 to 10 episodes as a
And
season.
split. And they'll split 3 episodes here and then wait 2 months and get 3 more episodes.
Yeah, well, that's even worse, But like I said, but that's almost become normal now. And I'm like, and I even got an argument with a guy. I said, dude, I'm at the age where I remember it's 20 plus episodes, and that was a season. That's why I argue with people talking about, oh, this show's been on for 20 seasons. I'm like, that show ain't been on for no 20 years. But the seasons have changed. They cut the seasons down to 3 to 6 months, or even down to so many episodes, and that's it. And I'm like, that's not a true season. A season was 20 to 22 episodes was a season.
Now they're saying a season is like our fall, summer.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like,
That's a season.
no. I think that hurts the entertainment value of a lot of shows. Because like I say, some shows don't even last until, Christmas.
I
They
don't
get about
know.
maybe 2.5 months run and boop, they're gone.
It certainly helps their production value.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying for entertainment value, for our value.
For volume.
hmm
But I would say that the shows that do do it well, they can tighten it down and still tell a good story.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not possible to do what they're doing, but I'm just saying that back then, those were as they call it, the water cooler conversation. Oh, did you see this week's episode of such and such? Now the audience, if you ain't there on episode 1, you may miss the whole season. By the time everybody's talking about it, you're at episode 6 or 7, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, I watched 2 episodes or 1 episode, and I couldn't find anything else. It's gone.
Yeah, especially if they're episodic shows where each episode is its own individual thing. If you look at the shows like Game of Thrones, where you're telling an arc over a season, and you can tell that arc in 5 episodes, it makes sense. It's like basically saying, here's a movie, but it's too long for a movie, so we're going to chop it up into episodes.
Well, that was my next thing, that some of these things should have been, not they should have been, but they could have been combined into a movie, part 1, part 2 type movie, and still been as successful as they were, instead of you pissing me off at 6 to 8 episodes for a season. And I'm like, what am I going to do now? You start this in what's the most time Game of Thrones used to come on April, May time, if I remember correctly. And then you would watch it, and then here you are going into the summer, and you ain't got nothing to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got to wait a whole other year to watch it again.
All right, I think Dre needs a puzzle table. He's reached that time. I just need something I just get my jigsaw puzzles out here, and I'll just do my pictures. I do love doing a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah, my wife.
I was gonna try to make a joke, but then it's like, no, I actually really enjoy doing jigsaw puzzles.
I'm making fun of myself.
I used to hate when the end of the season would be there, and Fonzie would be jumping over the buses, and then they kill it. You have to wait till next season to see if he made it.
Okay, guys. Hey, I'm going to show you a pretty cool statue here in Tacoma. It's going to take me about 30 seconds to get there.
We'll be the judge of that.
Start picking up, put them down there, man.
Cool statue.
30 seconds go by pretty quick.
Yeah. Okay, so look at this. Can you guys see it? It's orange.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go, you see where it says Tacoma and the two people are pulling? Kind of look like
Right.
they're pulling. Well, watch when I set it up just right. I don't know if I can do this, doing it this way. Let's see here. Which way do I need to move it?
We
And do
need
I
more
need to-
dynamic range. They're pulling mountain ranges. What do you-
I thought they was
Yeah,
pulling like a
well,
bridge or something.
they're tugging on the bridge,
That's what I
Okay.
thought. Yeah.
but
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see because it looks
It
looks
is
a little
hard to see.
foggy.
it is hard to see. Anyway, those two guys, they line up to that bridge right there. And
Okay.
and the mountain right in the middle. And they
Is that
tug on
Mount
it.
Rainier?
Yeah, that's Mount Rainier. Sorry, I couldn't get it better than that, guys, but
Well, try turning it again because I think I saw it for like just a
Okay.
like a brief second.
okay, so let me
Do it like kind of slowly because I did
okay,
see it.
hold on, here we go.
Yep. You need to back
up
up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yep. And you
That
need to
it?
back up a little bit.
Oh,
No,
back
back away.
up, back up. Okay.
Then
There
maybe
you go.
go
That's getting
up,
closer.
go
Closer?
up a little bit.
No, we see that. We get the idea.
Yeah,
You're never
okay.
gonna match it up exactly unless you get your front. You switch to a different camera and
Yeah,
watch it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna take a picture real quick with my cell phone.
But we get the
Yeah.
idea. That's pretty
Yeah.
neat.
It'd probably be better to be there in person to see it than like on the camera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, there you go, Lance. Fly the Avata through there.
You know, and what I really want to do is I want to take off with my it could be an Nevada, but I was thinking my Mini 3 is setting it like right here.
Will it even fit through there? It looks kind of like a tight
I don't
space.
When Joe sends me the Neo, it will.
Oh yeah, yep.
I thought Paul's the one that's passing out Neos.
Yeah, Paul's gonna be sending you the Neo in about a week. You'll be all right.
Actually, the Neo would fit through there for sure, and the Avata might. You know, I don't know.
You can see Lance go through there and knock the two guys
You
off.
should take it and just like try, like just manually like put it through there just to be sure.
Yeah, and you know what I wanted to do is take like the Mini and start it here lined up, and then just fly. You know, do a droney. You know, take it back. But you know, it's almost where you have to have 2 or 3 people at a time doing it. So, good
Yeah, you can
morning.
pull it off. It's just clever editing. That's all, Lance. You just pick a shot leading up to it, and then you stop it. Then you get on the other side of it, get as close you can, and do the droney out the back of it.
Yep.
And you just edit it together. And then I say for that little bit of space and time, people probably won't even realize, you know, what you did. Except for Don, he's an expert in catching that little stuff.
Hey, Lance, when you fly the Avata 2 through there, make sure you bring you some JB Weld.
I ain't even that.
That's funny. Some JB Weld. That stuff works pretty good though.
She lands up there, gluing the 2 men back in place.
Mhm.
Just squirt some on a little thing of cardboard and then just mix it up and there you go.
Squirt some little thing, huh? What?
How wide is the Avata,
Like a
Joe?
little syringe.
The Avata?
Yeah, how wide is it?
Oh shoot, probably about 6 inches.
6 inches? Hmm.
I should have grabbed it. I have the Avata 2 in the car. I should have went back and got it and carried it out there, but for another day.
Yeah, I can see you can fly that thing right up to it, and then just turn it around and put it right there against it on the other way, doing a droning back out. And you can even do it with a we call it the what do you call that, Don? The transition where you fade in one and fade out the other shot.
Like a match cut, or
It'll always be a match.
a dissolve, or
it's like a dissolve, but
Go
you're
sit down.
blending two shots together right at the end of it.
Go sit down.
He's coming in, and then he blends the other shot coming out. Just overlap a little bit.
that'd just be a dissolve.
Okay, right there.
Okay. Yeah,
And
do a
if you're
dissolve
and if
shot.
you're and if you're trying to match the movement, it would be a match dissolve.
Yeah.
Uh,
Then,
like
then you
to
put
make
then
like
you
a
put in the bottom of the frame that
try to make a
at
hidden.
at no time any public art was damaged.
To try and make a hidden transition is what you're saying.
Yeah, this is like you said, dissolve. It's dissolve
Yeah.
in one, blends into the other. Because that's what I just did in the video I just did recently, where I was doing I was landing from a mapping mission, and then I blended it in with me coming in doing a solar mission.
Hmm.
It just transitioned from one right into the other.
What do you think, TJ?
I mean, hell, it's up to you, man. It's your show. I mean, we got 18 people watching. So,
No,
I
I'm
mean-
not talking about that. I'm just saying, when you were sitting there, you were like deep in thought going,
Oh no.
I was thinking about maybe I need to evacuate.
TJ's like,
I was
TJ's ready
read-
for it
I
to be
was
over.
I was reading what Michael was. I was reading Michael's comment. He wasn't trying to be Mr. Helperson. Thought that was kind of funny.
Now, how far are you from the storm path there, TJ?
I don't know. According to Joe over here, he's saying it's gonna hit us. I think.
Well, I mean, it's going to hit the state, but I'm saying how far exactly where you live. 'Cause we know
where
it's
do you
gonna
live? In
pass
other
over
words,
Justin's house.
Oh,
tell
like
Dre
where-
where you live.
in a house? No, I live near West Palm, Riviera Beach.
I live in a cardboard box behind the abandoned gas station.
There's a
Underneath
bikini
the
bottom.
overpass.
And there's a fence with a dog behind me.
Yeah. And then we'll see TJ on the CNN news talking about, I got my dog, I got my bike, and that's all I need. Get this tricycle. That's all I need.
I got my drone on my
my-
back and I'm out the door.
I need this paddleball toy.
Go sit over there.
Basket, grocery basket.
Can I hold you?
That's funny. That's funny.
I don't need my dog.
I don't need my dog.
The dog growled at him.
No, like we live like 20, 30 minutes away from West Palm.
30
So is
minutes.
that north-
In which
is that north of
direction,
Miami?
TJ? In which, 30 minutes is a big circle around West Palm.
Yeah. No, I'm from here to Miami is probably a good like hour and a half or so, maybe
Okay,
more than that.
let me help you out, TJ. Do you live south of Tampa or north of Tampa?
I think
South.
Way south.
south.
Way
You're
south.
asking him some big questions there, Dre.
Okay, well, the reason why I said we know the storm is going to be cutting right across Tampa, so either you're going to be south of the storm or you're going to be north of the storm.
TJ's the kind of person you'd like to blindfold, take him on a ride, let him out of the car and say, here, go figure it out. And he'd be going, where am I? I don't know. Which way?
That was pretty good.
That's why when they go out, Dre, his wife keeps a leash on him.
You got one of those little harness leash or you do for little kids?
Yeah, one of the ones where you put it on your chest and the things like on your back, the leash
Yeah.
on your back.
That's just a little harness leash.
That's funny.
I remember those things were real popular back in the
Certain
late
things
80s, early
inside
90s.
it.
All kinds
Yeah,
of little
where
kids with harnesses.
TJ's at, it's not gonna be that bad, but he's gonna get the worst side of the storm. So he's gonna
It's
get some
designed
good
for a
wins.
GoPro chest mount, but this will also work as one of those little leashes, TJ. Just put it on backwards.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Got handy little mount point right there.
Yeah.
So TJ's not going to get the hard part of the storm, or what?
He's gonna be in the worst side, but he's gonna get more rain than he's gonna get wind.
How much rain do you think he's going to get?
Probably the same as it's been doing the past couple of
No,
hours.
no. When a hurricane comes, you get more than just like if it's raining outside.
Oh.
See what it says.
I don't know. Hey, Joe, you're going to have to
Yeah.
explain it to TJ.
I'm just gonna laugh and clap my hands and hope for the best.
He said he's going to get up in the morning and put his bathing suit on, no matter what happens.
Yeah. Walk around with my flippers all over the place, and put the little the floaties on my arm too.
There you go.
That's funny. Oh gosh.
I'm looking at this crazy map. I'm gonna have to show y'all this. It's crazy.
They changed the path again. I know it said
No,
a little
no.
lower.
Wait, let me go back. That's where it's at right now. Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go through and let it run. I'm gonna let it run, but watch. That's where it's going in. It's going a little bit higher than Tampa, right?
Mm-hmm.
oh shit.
I'm gonna let it run. Watch this.
Then it's going to shoot out east.
Yeah.
Look at that coming in on the bottom.
Yeah, another storm
Oh.
coming up from the south. Like I said, that one's out in the Atlantic right now.
There's another one.
Yeah.
And that's another one. Now that's TJ's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So
See,
he's going to
TJ's
get
right
the
here.
double slap on both cheeks. Boom, boom.
So that's another one coming through, and that is October 18th.
Wow.
TJ, you got to just stand up and squeeze your butt cheeks together. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
tough,
second
man.
one's October 18th.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess some folks who evacuate might as well go ahead and get a timeshare somewhere else, or we call it Airbnb in another state. And he's coming back home.
Just in
Dan's
time
going
for
up-
Halloween, TJ.
Yeah.
It's gonna disturb your trick or treating out in this field.
Yeah. I'm like, damn it, I can't go get my free candy.
Stop.
Dan and his girlfriend are going up to Jacksonville. He's evacuating his house.
Well, yeah, the
We're going
theory
to
is, in my
Jacksonville.
mind, if you can evacuate.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's here.
Are you going as Mario? TJ,
Say
are
what?
you gonna go as Mario for Halloween?
No, I actually thought about dressing up as a blue man.
I thought you were gonna go as your mascot over your shoulder.
I could do that too. I'll just go trick or treating out in the rain. Like, hello, can I have some candy? Can I have some candy? Can I have some candy?
Does anybody else hate the phrase content creator or content creation?
I don't put much stock
mean-
into it. I don't know if I want to say I hate it, but I don't put much stock into it because the vast amount of content that we view on the various platforms is subject in itself.
Mhm.
There's
Well,
people
I'm
out
writing a
there
cover
very-
letter for this
Yeah.
digital media coordinator position. And
Mhm.
it's like, I've been producing videos and commercials for 23 years, but within that, I've also done logos. I've done other assorted stuff. I've done flyers. I've done a little bit of web design stuff. It's like, so content creation is kind of,
Well,
I mean, like,
for me-
if you really think about it, like, you're a creator and you're creating content for everybody to see. So I mean,
no. The reason why I say I go away from that because that's more the modern. I want to say term. Let me start with this. What you do, Don, is more on the professional side as a videographer.
that's
That
true.
is a term, and I would stick to those type of terms for in my view. When you talk about content, that's what I say about content creator. You're associating yourself with all the
TikTokers, yep.
and all the other little short video people out there. And that's why I say I steer away from content creator because then it comes to question, what is your content?
Media creation. How about that?
There you go. Media
Media
creation,
creation is much better.
videographer, things that bring more of a
That's-
professional level to
Good
it.
to a media creator. That's a good name.
Because content creator, that stuff, like I said, you got guys out there making shorts out there of basically, I don't want to put the word value on it, but traditionally
Yeah,
it wouldn't pass the muster.
I guess it's right with like what Justin was talking about, because if you post a video, nobody's gonna sit there and watch the whole thing. They'll probably watch like a few minutes of it and be done and put a comment in there. But like shorts get more views than actual videos, right?
Yeah.
But shorts normally don't lend itself to the
People do not
the traditional
build an audience.
construct of what an actual media content would be.
Yeah, what you're
Like I
talking
say-
about, TJ, is more of a content creator. What Dre and I are talking about is what I have done professionally, if that makes any sense. And to call yourself a content creator, to refer to a 23-year-long career in video, it's kind of, content creator has a connotation to it that is not
professional.
It doesn't leave a good taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
But media creation is good.
And see,
And
my
I
thing
even like the
is,
shorter my ball. I just like creator. You're a creator.
I agree. And I made a video about that a couple years ago, that if you look at cans and stuff, they always say contents under pressure or may contain. And when you do that, it's because it's a generic thing written to be like, they don't know what's going to be in the can, so they just say contents. And it puts more emphasis on the container than it does on what is in the container, what you're putting in the container.
Mhm.
So when you call yourself a content creator, you're putting more emphasis on where you're putting it instead of what you're doing. So
Right.
you're not a content creator, you're a videographer, you're a painter, you're a writer, something like that.
Right. That speaks to what the level of what we're creating.
Right.
I mean, that's why I say content creator. Like I was telling people, I said, most of the stuff that I try to do, I try to tell a story of somewhat. And that's what a creator does. He tells a story. Now, you can tell a story in 30 seconds, but most of the people you see on TikTok or what other shorts, what are they telling you? They're not selling you a story. They're just telling you, look at me.
I have a problem with telling a story in longer than 30 seconds.
I'm just saying it's possible.
Making a long video, it's hard for me to actually sit down and make a long video.
Hmm.
Sean says digital creator.
Digital creator's good.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
good too.
But the biggest thing I go on is storytelling, and that's because of my background involving media. And that's what I learned in school for the classes I took is the ability to tell a story. No matter how long it is, it's still the ability to tell a story.
Hmm.
Laura does a lot of TikTok videos.
Yeah, but TikTok video, majority of TikTok videos is somebody just finding a song and lip syncing to it or dancing to it, and it's just like, what?
Like I say, what story are you telling me? You're not
What-
telling me that. Or are you sitting
what-
there laughing a lot? And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I got a video of you laughing for 15 seconds straight.
Like,
Just like now.
and I was like, it's like, what am I supposed to take from this?
Right. What am I getting from this?
Well, maybe you're having a bad day, and I just make a video of me just like laughing for 15 minutes straight, and your day just got better because you watched me laugh for like 15 minutes.
Okay, TJ, what you just added there made a story out of just laughing.
Mm-hmm. Because you have to
Because you
write,
gave it
write on the
purpose.
thing, say, if you're having a bad day, just laugh with me.
Yeah.
At least you told me something.
TJ's laugh therapy.
Yeah.
But what you did is just made it, you just took it from just, why am I watching this guy laughing, to what are you giving, what value are you giving to the person watching it?
Well,
That is the flip flop right there.
Well, I guess. Well, like I said, just trying to make somebody's day better. I guess. I don't know.
Right, and that sock puppet creator. No, Sean, no. I do not think that applying for a job requires Fisheye to come out of his box. Do you have any references? Hold on.
That would be hilarious. That would be kind of funny, actually.
Oh, let's see here.
A sock puppet creator.
See, yeah, Geeks Vana, my favorite voiceover man, is in the house. Are you off today, Lance?
I think he froze. Oh, nope.
He probably just can't hear me. I just wanted to say he should be get ready to start class in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think he's in the classroom right now.
Well, he's walking up to the building.
Yeah, I've already been in the building. I
okay.
go back out and grab the Avada 2.
Okay, Sean just said I would 100% hire someone, or I would 100% hire if someone busted out Fisheye in the interview. Well, Sean, since I'm the only person that has Fisheye, are you wanting to give me a job? Is that what you're saying? And how much would a job like that pay?
But then part of your job title will be under puppeteer. I added skill set.
I could add that, I guess. I'm not going to add that for this job.
No, I would not recommend it either. I think the only people who can get away with that are folks who worked on Sesame Street.
They'll be like, no, if I was wanting to get a job in a theater or something like that, I would
Right.
absolutely put puppeteering.
Yes.
In the classroom, in the classroom.
You work today, TJ?
Yeah, I don't go until 3 though, so I got the whole morning off.
Well, it'll be interesting with this hurricane coming to go in and see if you've got any stock left in the store.
Yeah, I know, right? Everybody's buying everything out of there.
You said yesterday what you ran out of toilet paper and everything, or
What happens is like we get the truck comes I think every other Wednesday or Tuesday or whatever it is, and with that storm coming, I don't think we're gonna get any deliveries or anything with the storm coming. I don't think the truck drivers are gonna want to be driving around in this crazy
oh
storm.
no, I can't imagine wanting to be in a big truck driving around in that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Because I'm off tomorrow, and then I work Wednesday, so I just have to see and find out.
Well, what you do is when you're off tomorrow, you could call it beach day.
Yeah.
Day at the beach with TJ. Little windy out here today.
I'll be like out there like leaning against the wind.
Yeah. like those reporters do. Oh, that's windy out here.
And their jackets are just blowing in the wind. You're just like leaning like this.
Yeah, and they look like they're moonwalking backwards, you know.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, he did go silent there, didn't he, Don?
Who went silent?
Well, because when Don asked Sean if he
what job he was talking about.
The job wasn't for Don, but just Fisheye.
He's like, we're hiring Fisheye, not you. Well, shit. And you know what? Fisheye, if he really wanted just Fisheye, I could box him up and ship him to England for the right price.
Everything's for sale according to Donald.
Yep. He's already in a box. I could just put some stamps on him and send him on over. Sean would have to learn how to do the voice. Fisheye would turn British.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. I was like, I think if you sent him over there, he would officially turn British. I think Sean might give him a different name. Well, I don't know, maybe.
Governor. Hello, Governor.
That's funny.
Yeah, commute might be rough from Missouri, Sean, but if you only needed me for like if you give me like a week on, a week off, and if they bring back the Concorde.
Hey, you could always somehow like build yourself a time machine there, Don, and just like, you know, time machine yourself over to England.
That would be a teleporter, not a time machine,
TJ.
TJ.
Don, I can't
understand. Teleport, yeah.
I can't understand, Don, why somebody hasn't resurrected their own version of the Concorde.
I think there's a bug on the camera.
Don't
Look at your
talk to
look at
Don
your
like that, TJ.
no, I'm talking about your look at your
Oh,
TV
here?
screen.
Oh, yeah. Either a bug or a bird dropping.
Yeah, it might be. Like, what the heck is that?
Doesn't always amaze you the accuracy of birds when they poop?
Oh, that's funny.
Looks like a slug.
Yeah, it looks like a slug too. That's funny. What is that?
Yeah, it's sliming down. Look.
Yeah, just flying down.
Oh, he's turning.
That's funny.
He's showing you his butt, TJ. What do you mean, kiss this? What?
It's actually moving.
I saw this most sad video yesterday. It was cute but sad. There was a bird, a baby bird, who had been either hand fed or the mama had fed it the entire time, its entire life, and it was following a worm around. The worm was on the ground, moving around, and the bird would go over and just open its mouth next to the worm, like hop in, because it never had to catch a worm.
Yeah.
It just expected, you open your mouth and food hops and food just drops in. So this bird is just following the worm around, mouth wide open, and just like looking like confused, like, why is this not working? All right, back to the writing.
That's funny. That was pretty good.
Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
I think Lily and Loki are best friends now.
Oh, really?
She's sitting over on the sofa and he got up there right next to her. And he's right in her face and she's petting him and he's just letting her. He's not growling at her.
Wow.
She'll say no and push him and he don't growl at her, nothing. Okay, what was that circle there, Lance?
What was the what?
The circle in that
of
reflection.
of the building.
That is a light inside that building on
Oh,
that floor.
it sits perfect over the top of the mountain.
Yep.
Look like a
all
UFO.
First, I flew it on purpose to match it up to be above Mount Rainier.
Mhm.
I got
I thought, how'd you get that timing of somebody doing a light flight over the top of the mountain,
Yeah.
reflected off that building?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Now, Lance, you've done that same shot several times, haven't you?
I have. I shoot this. I shoot this often.
Yeah.
And I really like it when there's clouds over here, like, when it really turns orange. I have my best one was taken a couple of years ago, and I'm waiting for the clouds to.
See, I pay attention.
But I flew this one, and I wanted to get a pano, and when I finished the pano, the mountain in my view of field was right here, and so I still didn't go over far enough. So I need to go over just a little bit to the right and start the pano. And I hated how the piano starts in the middle and it works its way this way, then it stops, and then it goes back here and it works its way this way. I would like it to just continually go around when you shoot this type of a piano, because the light can change so drastically, because it takes about 3 minutes to get to here, and then it comes back here, and then it starts.
So if
Oh,
you
that's
said
pretty
if you said
awesome.
do a piano, it does not just go for a full circle.
This is a different. This is a what would you call it? A landscape piano, not a global piano.
Okay.
So global, you're correct, Don. It'll continue to go in that same circle in a globe shot, but in a piano, it starts in the middle, goes to the left,
and then comes back and does the
middle,
right.
and goes to the right.
What if you did a global and then just cropped it in?
Yep, I could do that.
Have a good day, Dre.
Make it behave the way you want it to behave.
Yeah. And this was my first take at it, and I knew that I wasn't going to get the mountain, so I had to reshoot it because I was too far pointed to the left. But I thought I was far enough over, so I'm going to have to go even further to get both of it. But
I think that would be a neat shot.
This is my, and I wanted a globe shot to kind of cut off the top, and so when I put this on a 360, this might be kind of cool. I'll play around. Okay, enough sharing. Get out of here. Did I stop sharing yet?
Yeah, you're not sharing.
Okay.
Okay, I sent it. Hopefully.
You sent in your resume?
Yeah, I read the letter bits and pieces as I was writing it, and I read it through twice, and I didn't see anything pop out. But I always, like Dre was talking about earlier, there's going to be a little mistake. I just assumed there's going to be a stupid mistake where I said I had attention to detail and spelled detail wrong.
Uh-oh.
I assume I'm going to screw up something.
How did you spell detail?
No, I spelled it Detail. But I said it's going to be something like that. I always worry about that. I miss something, and I'm going to look stupid. I'm going to look stupid. I always assume I'm going to look stupid or do something wrong.
Well, I think that's why there's something called proofreading.
Yeah, I read it through a couple of times, but it doesn't matter. The second you hit send, you have the fear, I missed something. I'm gonna be an idiot. I'm
And a
gonna
lot
look
of times when
stupid.
you write it, you read it the way you think you wrote it.
Yeah,
and you don't see the
Yeah.
mistake.
yeah. That's why a lot of times when I'm writing something like that, I'll read it backwards. I'll read each sentence, but start at the end and read each sentence. That way I'm not going with my flow of thought. I break up my flow of thought by reading each sentence.
Wait, what's something interesting, a bit of science that will make you think differently about heat in particular? Like, is there multiple ways of spelling heat or something?
No, probably not. It's something scientific. He's probably going to tell you something like cold does not exist.
Poland doesn't exist.
No, cold.
Oh, cold. Oh.
Hey, TJ, lean
Cold does
forward.
not exist.
Lean forward.
Lean
Cold and heat are basically just a spectrum.
Oh.
It's just energy that's seeking balance.
Oh.
But
Leanne,
he's going to offer some interesting insight, and he put insight in quotes. So,
you bet the fuck.
oh crap! Here comes Justin. Oh.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll have enough energy for the stream. Oh.
Hey,
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Justin starts
Things are
work
made of
tomorrow.
molecules, right? Yes.
Justin, you start
Like
work
an
tomorrow?
18 sounds like an 18th century Southern woman.
That's
damn,
that's a joke. That you gotta
Look.
lift the wood. Oh, suddenly Justin's got the vapors.
The vapors.
You start work tomorrow, don't you, Justin?
Do I?
You start work tomorrow.
No, they canceled it because of the hurricane. So
Okay.
they postponed it till next week.
Hey,
Beginning of next week.
look who's here.
Dude, my body was so drained yesterday.
Everybody, welcome our friend Justin. Hey.
That's funny.
Yeah, he gets the Lumberyard Award.
That's funny.
Seriously
I'll tell you
though,
what.
Justin, how are you feeling? Good?
Better. That shit drained just drained every bit of energy I had out of me.
Did they take the catheter out yet?
Yeah, right. See what kind of sympathy you get when you come on here, TJ?
No, not really. No. Sometimes, but not all the time. Oh, okay, I got you, Michael. I got you. Cause and effect, yeah. I think I learned that in science class when I had it.
Dusty, Sean, Al, Dre.
Nah, Dre's gone.
Michael.
I need copies of my transcript from college. I don't have that.
You don't have your diploma?
I got my diploma. There went my transcript.
What kind of job are you applying for?
And digital media coordinator.
You should be able to contact the college and just have them fax you over or email
Yep.
you a copy of it.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. Give
Hopefully they
Southern
don't
and
charge you for it.
see if uh,
Some schools will charge you for transcripts, but it shouldn't be that much if they do.
no, they probably, I believe. Let me look here.
Depends who it is. That should be relatively easy to get.
Missouri Southern transcript request. An official transcript.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty extensive title there, so I can see why they want a copy of it.
1540. And I charge like $15.
That's not bad.
No.
Is there where's that company out of?
They they outsourced Missouri Southern, the college I went to, or this university I went to. I still call it the college because
the university you went to is the where you're applying for the job.
no.
Oh, I was about to say, why the fuck can't they get your transcripts? Okay, I thought you were applying at the job college.
So let's see here. And I can get an electronic copy. Let's see here.
Is it just remote work, or you have to actually? Is there
No, I have to go there. It's maybe a 20-minute drive.
Oh, that's not bad.
Actually, it might be a little longer than 20 minutes, but not much more, because most of it's highway.
Well, at least you don't have to deal with like LA type traffic, so that's not too bad. You're in a major city, that'd be like an hour and a half worth of driving.
So Don, do they require you to do in-house all the time, or can you work from home?
He doesn't
I
like working from home.
don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
But I don't mind. I do know that there will be travel because they've got different, like satellite portions of the school. So you have like the main campus is in Neosho, and then you have another campus here in Webb City. You got campus. There's another one somewhere else, I think.
You don't like
where was
working
that?
from home anyway, do you?
Not really.
I remember when COVID was going on, you were the only one going into your office.
Yep.
Right, so I just got a text from about they said, "Good morning, team. I know everybody's worried about the schedules for these upcoming days regarding the hurricane. At the moment, we will remain open. The company is very good at closing stores that will be in the direct path of the hurricane. I am also concerned about everybody's safety and would love for everyone to be home when it happens to hit us. I am in close communication with our district manager regarding the situation in the case that we have to close the store. Once I get new information, I will let you know, but for now, our store will remain open. Don't hesitate to reach out for any questions."
Yeah, the question I would have is, are you going to keep the store restocked?
Yeah.
I mean, you're sitting there with the lights on and nothing to sell. It's like, okay, yeah, all right.
Oh, I saw body cam footage yesterday of a guy that got arrested for shooting a Walmart drone in the middle of a nice ass neighborhood too. He walked out and shot it with his pistol. He didn't knock it out of the air, but he apparently he hit it one shot, and then it flew off. He got arrested by the sheriff's department for I can't remember what county it was in, but he got
Well, I would
arrested by
imagine the sheriff's department could refer it also to the FAA because that's a federal offense.
No, they charged him with the federal crime for doing it because of the
Okay.
FAA, and then they charged him with discharging a weapon within city limits or something like that.
Mischief discharge of a weapon, yeah.
Yeah, whatever the charge it was for that, yeah. But they already knew it was a federal offense because they told him. He said, "Am I in a lot of trouble?" The dude was like he was probably around your age, Paul, and he looked like he was probably in his 60s or 70s. But yeah, he said, "Am I in a lot of trouble?" He goes, "Well, it's a federal crime," and he goes, "Plus, you're gonna get charges for discharging your weapon in the middle of a neighborhood." He goes, "So yeah, you're in pretty deep."
So wait, what happened now? Some guy
There was
did what?
a Walmart drone was delivering a package and happened to be hovering over this guy's house for a couple of minutes while it was doing its thing, like recalculating its flight or whatever it was doing. And the guy, he, like anybody else, thought the drone was spying on him.
Oh,
And,
but it was making a delivery at his
Well, I
house.
was working on it, yeah.
It was
a
at his
delivery
house.
drone, and it was hovering by his house, and he thought it was spying on him, and it could have been recalculating, it could have been doing all kinds of things.
Yeah, right. But it wasn't making a delivery to his house. It was just happened to be hovering over his house while it was, I guess the way they described it was like it was whoever was flying the drone, because they're all piloted still. They're not autonomous. Whoever was flying it must have been like recalculating what they were doing or trying
Well, I don't know how that works, Justin, but
But
I would imagine that wherever he's delivering it, it could be a neighbor or somebody down the street. Wouldn't they call and make sure there's somebody there to receive the delivery?
no, they don't. I don't think you have to be home. I don't know, because they didn't say nothing about the actual person that the package got delivered to. They didn't mention that at all. But the guy, like I said, the guy thought it was spying on him. And then, of course, you got all these people in the chat. Oh, yeah, I had a friend recently that had a drone that was looking at my neighbor's naked 19-year-old girl through the window. And everybody, all these people started commenting on a couple of comments in the there was like one or two comments like that in the comment section. And all these people started replying to the comment, "Yeah, you're lying. That didn't happen." And the two people didn't respond back to any of the comments. Because nobody believes that they were actually telling the truth. They think they were just saying that in the comment section, trying to stir shit up.
Shit stir, huh?
But yeah, this guy just, he had no legit reason to do it. His whole argument was it was over his property. And of course, you had people in the chat, in the comments, talking about, "Oh, it's against the law. You have to let the people know you're flying over their property."
No, you don't.
And then there was one person in the chat that said somewhere in Deerfield, Ohio, Idaho, or somewhere, I guess they passed a law where the local sheriff will actually, I guess, pay you to shoot drones down, and you get $250 per drone or some shit. So I don't know how legal that is, but
No, it's not legal because the FAA, you're shooting an aircraft.
let me see. Here, let me find the video and I'll put it in the chat.
That just shows how much ignorance there is out there in the world.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, has there been a few people arrested for actually truly spying on somebody through a window? Yes, there has been. There was a guy, body cam footage I watched of a guy who was a sex offender, or he was a registered child predator, and they actually pulled footage off the drone where he was actually literally legit looking at a girl through a window.
It's time for
Like
me to
that
get a
one
new
too.
wallet. It's starting to split.
Oh, the wallet's going, yeah.
Yeah.
You get one of those, the ones that, the ones that click when you slide the thing and the cards just come popping out.
Like a Ridge wallet or?
Yeah, like one of these here.
There's the link. It's about a 20-minute video, 20-minute long video. But if you guys want to watch it, you can.
It's one of these ones, and you just click the thing, and the cards come popping out.
I can't see.
Yeah,
what
those
you're looking
Ridge
at.
wallets. Those Ridge wallets ain't cheap. Though.
It's disappearing on your green screen, sir.
Hold on.
That's a Ridge wallet, TJ, an actual one, or is that an off-brand one? TJ,
Choose virtual. Hold on a second.
is that an actual Ridge wallet, like the main brand?
This is called the Code 118 wallet, and so you just push the thing, and the cards come popping out.
Yeah, but is that an actual Ridge wallet?
I think
Or is
so.
that
The brand name is Code 118.
No, that's an offshoot of. That's an off-brand of Ridge wallet. Because Ridge wallets are expensive, man.
Don. So you just push the thing, and the cards just come popping up.
Oh. I don't know how this is legal. Electronic consent form. Here, sign here with a mouse. It's like, that's not my signature.
Is it the E-Verify?
It's just it's to get a copy of my transcript, and so it's like this electronic consent form. It's like,
Yeah, but is the thing they're having to use, is it called E-Verify?
I don't know what it is called.
Because that one's the one that the government uses, that a lot of companies use too. It's called E-Verify.
I don't know. I just know that they want you to sign your name with a mouse.
Yep.
That's not my signature.
Well, as far as I know, that's considered legal because, like I said, a lot of government agencies.
I'm sure it'll
use it.
be considered legal, but it's not my signature. I don't know how it could be. Anybody could just scribble that. That means nothing. To say, here, sign your consent. We need to verify this is you. It's like, well, how do you know that's me? Because that's not my signature.
Well, they're probably going based on all that information you put in there, right?
Yeah, it could be
I'm
anybody.
sure you had to
doing
put
that,
a bunch of. Yeah, but I'm sure you had to
Just
put a
my
lot
social.
of personal information.
No, just my
That's
social.
it?
Yeah.
They didn't ask for your birthday and all that other shit? Oh, wow.
Oh, I think it asked my birthday, but still, that's easy to find. All right.
Hey, y'all, I'm falling asleep over here, so I'm going for a little while. See y'all later.
All right, we'll see you.
I think it sucks that I have to spend money to apply for a job, though.
If it's good enough pay, it's worth the $15. You know that old saying, you got to spend money to make money. That's not bad though. At least it ain't something crazy like $100 or something stupid. I wonder if do they send it to you right away or?
I'm gonna let's see here. I am sending it electronic, so hopefully.
Is there an emoji with a monocle on his face?
Emoji with I don't know.
Oh, here it is. There it is. I think so.
I think there's one with that.
Yeah, there is.
Depends on which platform you're using.
Well, no, because Michael's putting some science things in the chat for me, and he was just saying interesting to think about, and I was like, indeed, Michael, with the little monocle.
Michael.
Indubitably. Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
No, Michael, I find that statement to be very shallow and pedantic.
Shallow and pedantic. That's funny.
Now, that was a funny episode of Family Guy, though. He won children's trivia, was going around talking down to everybody. He thought he was better than everybody else.
Yeah.
And all he did was win the preschool edition of trivia.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Shallow and pedantic.
He was watching all these like fancy TV shows and shit, getting all these random words. He's just going around saying them to everybody.
Indubitably. I find that statement very shallow and pedantic. Indubitably.
Man, I feel so much better this morning. Gotta go out and start putting these boards up.
Yeah, I should probably close up the storm shutters.
Wheels on wheels.
What do we got? What do we got today?
Fish. Carrots will go into the grinder, and potatoes.
All right, who's playing music?
Lance, it's time for the classes to change.
He's playing the Michael Jackson Thriller.
He's not. They play the different music over there. Oh, I don't have.
Hey, how many of you are out there dancing right now? Woo-hoo!
PJ is dancing in the sheets.
Lance, everybody forgets. Everybody's like, "Where's that music coming from?" It's Lance. This classes are starting. Everybody forgets that they play different music over your school system. Okay. Well,
Brenda, what's up?
Brenda's keeping an eye on you, TJ.
Yeah. Was that fish with tartar sauce on it?
Oh, Brenda.
Good too.
Heck yeah. Yeah, Dusty was talking about how it fucking sucks, but is this stupid fucking thing slow down? So now it's gonna come in at nighttime.
Oh, you're talking about the hurricane?
Yeah.
That is what it is.
Did you see the story on the hurricane where a private helicopter pilot flew in and rescued a woman? He could only take one other passenger with him. He was flying with his son, and his son got out, and the woman got in. He flew her back to safety because they were on the edge of a cliff. So then he took off and went back, and the fire chief of that area called the police and told him that if he takes another person out of there, they're gonna put him in jail.
Yeah, I saw the video of the guy that was actually flying.
Wait,
the helicopter.
what? That sounds stupid. Why were they gonna put him in jail if he took one more person
It's just
out
like
of
it's just like the truckers that are complaining. They're wondering why there hasn't been any kind of aid going in, because they said there was a bunch of truckers that have been lined up trying to find jobs to go in there to, because the guy said, I don't want to sound morbid, he goes, but during a disaster, truckers, you know, that's when we make a lot of money because we get paid by the government to bring in loaders and everything else and start dropping supplies. He goes, none of us have gotten any orders for any kind of bringing in anything. And that's because FEMA's out of money. They don't have any fucking money. And
Well,
they're not bringing
besides
anything
that,
in.
this guy that was flying the helicopter, as you know, was volunteering. He wasn't billing his helicopter service, so he had to leave the guy's wife up there, brought the wife back, left him up there, and he had to get his ass out of there somehow.
Yeah, there's people. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's there. All these private people are coming up there with their stuff, trying to help because the government has nothing of their own going up there. Like they're not doing anything.
That's
and
not
so
true.
all these. What do you mean that's not true?
The government is there. There are.
You know what FEMA's
lots-
statement was the other day when somebody asked why they weren't coming into the areas that were closed down? They said because we can't get there because the roads are out.
So a few,
This was
yeah, there's
their
a few
reason.
areas where FEMA has not gone.
They
yes.
should have. But what I'm saying is that even search and rescue, they're not going into a lot of the areas where they shouldn't be trying to go.
Well,
Right,
the big question I have is there's military bases all around there, and they have not deployed the military base personnel.
I'm just going by what people are posting that are actually showing videos of what's
Right,
going on.
which are anecdotal, but it's a small lie that tells a big lie. It's not or it's a small truth that tells a big lie. The small truth is that they haven't gone in to rescue these people. The big lie that it tells is that they're not doing anything. If that makes any sense.
I get what you're saying, but
That's the Camilla theory.
I don't know. I don't know. People, and then, you know, the whole $700 thing really pissed off a lot of people up there because they think that was a slap in the face. You know, offering $700 to people that are completely devastated.
Like I said, after the Joplin tornado, it was the individuals coming in, the churches coming in, all these different groups and people just coming together. It was not FEMA. FEMA was good at coming here and spreading around a bunch of money after the fact, like after everybody was kind of settled. They came in and spread a lot of money, which then got funneled off to grifters. The movers and the shakers in town that wanted to collect the money and go away.
Oh yeah, it's
Contractors
like I said,
who were friends with the city officials who put them in touch with the FEMA funds and.
well, I get that they came in, but the problem they're having now is FEMA's even put statements out and said we have no money left, and there is records showing that a lot of money went to migrants on the border. That's where they spent most of their yearly budget at so far. That's how they ran out of money, because they were being used to take care of the migrant crisis up at the border, and they blew almost their whole year's budget on that. And that's coming straight from FEMA. That's the statement they put out the other day. They said they didn't have any money left.
Well, you can kind of drink money, Michael, because they did it on Family Guy.
No, that doesn't say that Congress can't approve more funds, but that should have been done a day or two after the event happened. They should have immediately allocated at least $1 billion or $2 billion towards the I mean, because like if Ukraine or fucking Israel needs money, oh, they're quick to, here's $10 billion within a week after they ask for it. I'm just going by previous disasters. Look at the Hawaii thing too. That was an absolute debacle. They did the same thing there. They were offering people these little tiny amounts of money after they lost everything.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how they deal with the second hurricane. And I can't imagine being in an area that was hit bad and you're in trouble because of the first hurricane, then you get hit with a second one.
Well, they're not. Well, from what we can tell so far, they've said multiple times that North Carolina should not be affected by this one. So this one shouldn't affect them at all, because this one's going to go right over the west coast of Florida and then boom, right out to the east coast, out into the ocean. So it shouldn't hit them at all.
So did Sarah get the wood put up or what?
No, I'm going to do that today. I think I can do it. I'm feeling a little better, so.
Sarah didn't go to work today, did she?
Yeah, I think she's only working today, and then she's off tomorrow. I mean, technically it don't get here till Wednesday, so if you're a regular job, you don't really need to be. I mean, I guess companies should give you the time off, only because that gives people a chance, especially in an area like mine that has the potential of getting hit head on. I think they should be giving people today off and the rest of the week, so they have time to, if they want to evacuate, they can. But technically you have till Wednesday.
Yeah, because one of my coworkers came in yesterday to drop something off, and he said that he was evacuating.
Yeah, because you have until Wednesday morning to get out of here, technically. I mean, even Wednesday morning, you could probably get out of here safely. Because now it's not supposed to hit till like Wednesday at like 2 p.m. or something. It's when it first makes landfall. I think is what they estimated it at, like 2 or 4 o'clock, something like that. I don't know. It hasn't changed much. It's changed a little bit, but it hasn't really changed much. It's pretty much on the same course still. So.
Yeah, I mean, it quit raining for now anyway, but probably get some more here later this afternoon.
So how much?
Okay, guys. Hey, I'm gonna roll out of here, grab a cup of coffee, and then start teaching in about an hour. So.
Okay,
Holy
Lance.
shit! It's gonna hit a 5 at 6 p.m. tonight.
Category 5.
But then it's supposed to drop back down to a 4 on Tuesday around 6. But that's still a little ways out from the coast. So. Yeah, but I guess if it's officially supposed to hit a 5 around 6 p.m. Wow.
Yep.
But those waters right there at the tip were, what area is that? Can't pronounce some of these damn Spanish names. But yeah, right on the tip of Mexico there. Those waters are supposedly really, really warm there.
Is it the Toucan Peninsula, or I don't know?
Yeah, it's where Rio Lagardos is. I think that's how you say it. I don't know.
Yucatan.
But it looks like the center of the storm's still aiming straight at us so far. So we'll see. Keeping a close eye on it. So the Yucatans there says. I'm feeling better. I just woke up probably about a half hour ago. So.
Hey, Sarah, thank you for saving Justin.
I'll tell you though, oh my God, dude, when your blood pressure drops that low and it makes you pass out, dude, that drains so much energy out of your
Like,
body.
how did that happen, Justin? Because you and I are both the same age, and I stay hydrated like all the time. Like I drink plenty of water throughout the day. Like in the mornings,
I just didn't drink enough yesterday, is what it was. Like I got up, Yesterday morning, I had a little tiny ginger ale, you know, the little mini cans you can buy at the store. I had one of those, and then I kind of was just kind of laying around in the bed for a little while. I wasn't really sleeping, just kind of laying there because my stomach was queasy. And then I drank another one of those about 3 hours later, and then we got up and went to Home Depot, and that was all I had drinking the whole day. And we went to Home Depot about 1 o'clock. And I just didn't have enough fluids in me.
Oh yeah, they said it was going. Oh, the storm was going to weaken.
But extreme dehydration can cause massive blood.
But how does? I mean, you're drinking ginger ale, so you're kind of staying hydrated.
I only drank like maybe 16 ounces in like a 6-hour period. So.
Oh.
And when you're sick, you tend to get dehydrated a little quicker than normal.
Oh.
But they told me, they said that's, but no, they did a bunch of tests on me and everything came back great, perfect on me. So they said it was just from the extreme dehydration. They said you were just really dehydrated.
Yeah, because I guess soda products can hydrate you, I guess.
Well, I know TJ was kind of disappointed when he heard you didn't get catheterized.
And Sarah freaked out. She said it was really scary. No, my blood pressure when it happened, when I passed out the second time after the fire department got there, they did my blood pressure and I was like 84/40 or some shit.
So you walked to Home Depot and you just like fell out in the middle of the floor?
Yeah, because I was already kind of feeling feverish and my stomach was queasy, but we had to go get these boards. So I told Sarah, I'll go with you. We'll get the boards. We'll come back home. I walked in there, and to me, it felt really hot in Home Depot, but apparently it wasn't because the state trooper that woke me up, he said, are you all right? I said, yeah, it was just really hot inside Home Depot. And I think that's what it was. He goes, bro, it's not hot in there at all. He said, it's cold. And I was like, but to me, it felt like an oven in there. And yeah, so, but the doctors, the paramedics and the doctors both told me separately. They said as long as there's nothing wrong with your heart or anything like that, they said most likely it's just extreme dehydration. They said that can drop your blood pressure to dangerous levels. So
this happened right outside the Lowe's?
I was inside a Home Depot, like it was.
You're at Home Depot, that's it.
Yeah.
See, if it would have happened just outside, I think that a lot of people would have shown up and just poured water on you and pushed you back in.
Oh,
like, nah, he's all right. We're just gonna throw water on him.
You'd have brought him out of a wheelchair and pushed him down the road.
Now, the one good thing that happened to be was there was an state trooper there, or off-duty state trooper, that started helping me because Sarah freaked the hell out and started panicking.
Did Sarah freak out and start screaming, help, help, help?
Yeah, she started panicking, screaming for help, and luckily there was an off-duty state trooper that happened to be. He was actually in line in front of us when we were checking out, and he happened to come out the door right when Sarah started screaming. So he came over and stayed with me until the paramedics got there. So I've been drinking a lot of water and Gatorade today. So trying to stay hydrated. I'll drink a bottle of water, and then after a little while I'll have a little bit of Gatorade, and then I'll go back to the water. And
I'll get up in the morning, and when I'm fixing coffee, I'll usually drink a glass of water while I'm waiting for my coffee to brew.
I drink water when I get up in the morning because when you
dehydrate yourself at night, yeah.
Your mouth gets really dry. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, you're breathing out water vapor all night long. You're dehydrating yourself.
Yeah.
Well, like good blood pressure, TJ, would be like what, like 130 over like say 87, somewhere in there.
Dude, I've been taking.
Dude, I was 80/40. That's how low my blood pressure was.
I'm gonna grab mine.
And I'll tell you what, it is the most sick feeling ever. My stomach was so fucking queasy, and I just was so dizzy.
Do you have one? Do you have Do you have one of these? If I can get my. No, it's not. Oh, wait. Do you have one of these? A blood pressure monitor?
Yeah, I got one of those.
I had to
But
check
they
mine.
did. They were monitoring everything. Once I got fluids in me, my blood pressure stabilized. So they pretty much narrowed it down what it was. I mean, between the paramedics, the nurses, and the doctors, they were all kind of in agreement with each other and what it was. So,
Yeah, this
and
down.
I talked to all three of them separately, pretty much. So, and they all came to the same conclusion. So,
It's getting dark now.
oh my God, the worst thing was I had those damn fucking sticky pads all over my body.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
those things, you got to rip them off and take half your hair with them. Oh my God, dude.
I would think it could be worse. You could have been wearing your Valentine underwear. Run out of clean underwear and you come across those little weird silk things that you got for Valentine's Day 20 years ago.
Nothing touches his ass but pure silk. No, but I don't. The only thing I remember is coming out of Home Depot.
All
I
right, mine
remember
just read 129 over 89.
That's good. That's really decent blood pressure. So
Yeah.
anything between like 120 and 140 on the big number is good. And then anything between like say 80 and like 95, 96 is decent. When you start getting in the high 90s, then it's a little bit high, but it's
Yeah.
not like deadly or anything. You want to be in the 80s more than anything. 80s is pretty good. But I was averaging like 135 over like 85 to like 92 last night. So after I got to the hospital. Well, yeah, I came outside. I sat down on the bench with the cart and I was waiting for Sarah to pull up, and I don't remember anything after that till the trooper woke me up. That was the last thing I remember. Apparently, I walked to the car and got into the car when Sarah came to pull up because I knew I was going to pass out, but I didn't. I don't remember doing that.
Get your own medicinal marijuana card. You've all got perfectly good microwaves at home.
I got the back door all screwed in on the one side, so it's nice and solid now. So I shouldn't be shaking back and forth or anything. Hopefully this new infrastructure they put up withstands these storms. So be a test on these new poles they put up everywhere. These big steel poles. Because a lot of them are like way over the tree lines that carry the power cables. So hopefully we won't have too many trees landing on power cables. Because they've replaced about 80% of the poles in our town with these big tall steel ones that are like twice as tall as the wooden ones. So
What the hell is going on? Doctor?
Uh,
She said mouth to mouth is my job.
He keeps on putting his stuff in there backwards.
Who, Michael?
Yeah. His first comment there actually goes after the second comment. I hadn't thought this through since if I did have an accident and my gear had been cut off. So, yeah.
I like how he blames him wearing female underwear on his girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know damn well that he didn't have
Because
no
she
girlfriend
thought
at
it was
the time.
funny. It's like, no.
He
You
didn't
wore
even
them
have a
because
girlfriend.
they were comfortable and they made you feel pretty.
Yeah. The G-string felt good up his ass while he was going down the road.
Come on, Michael. You wore women's underwear for the same reason the rest of us guys wear women's underwear.
Walking around in women's underwear. That's an actual. I think that's an actual song.
Yeah, it was written for you, TJ.
No, it's because that G-string gave him better airflow going down the road.
Yeah.
Just cut right through the wind.
That's funny. Walking around in women's underwear. Oh shit.
I don't know. Your area shouldn't be too bad, TJ.
Yeah,
As long
I
as it
don't
doesn't
think-
move south at all. If it stays on its current path, you should be all right. You should just be getting the outer tails. But if anything,
Yeah,
you're going to be like when Helena. You're going to be
Joe
like
was
when
telling-
Helena came through my area.
Yeah, Joe was telling me, oh, you should get all your chairs and lawn stuff out, because you might
Well,
find
you
your.
should. Well, because even if you get 30, 40 mile an hour gusts, you should at least pull all that stuff inside.
Yeah.
I don't think you would need your shutters, but I mean, if you got them, you might as well use them. I mean, you have them, so doesn't hurt to use them.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt to over prepare if you have the means to. So
Yeah.
I'll wait for Kelsey to get home, and then I'll see if she'll go out and help me with that boards out there in the front windows. Because my main concern was just the two front windows of the house, because they're big picture windows, and those were my biggest concern.
He said the silk did feel kind of nice on the satchel, and now that you mention it.
It's like a nice silk cloud for his testes.
He likes the spandex ones so they bounce.
Spandex one.
Yeah, some of our power's underground too, Dusty, but since our area is going through a big like housing boom and like company, I guess a lot of companies are moving in and stuff. Like a lot of the infrastructure in our area has been completely redone from scratch. And so they've been updating a lot of the power infrastructure, and now we got mostly those big ass steel poles now. And they're very tall, like they sit way above the tree lines. So you won't get too many trees falling on power lines. A lot of times it's not the winds that knock the power lines off the poles. It's either the poles get snapped from the wind or the trees fall on them. And so we'll see how well these poles hold up through the storm. I mean, because these things are massive. And like I said, they're all in footings in the ground. They're not just buried like an old power pole is. So these things should hold up pretty well. Like if you look at the ones out behind my house, you can look over at them and you can see all the power cables up way high in the air, and then you'll see the tree lines underneath them going along the edges of them. So.
No, Dusty's still going towards Sarasota. I was telling earlier, Dan's going up to what did he say he was going up to? No, not Talent. Where was he going? Did he say Tallahassee? I think Tallahassee, Florida.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, because Dan's in Tampa right here.
Yeah.
So he's right in the path of it. I'm right here. And we're gonna get you'll get hurricane, you'll get the highest rated winds you'll get within 40 miles of the cone. So if the center line stays true, we'll be within that 40 miles. So
I'm trying to find, where am I at?
You're way the hell down here. That's why I said most likely I would doubt your store is going to close. If you do, it's just because your company's being overly cautious. But I don't think it should just be like when Helena came through us. When Helena came up through here, we just got the tails of it. We had like 30, maybe 40 mile an hour gusts here and there, but it was completely manageable. I mean, it wasn't nothing that I could have still went to the store and went shopping if I wanted to. It wasn't like I couldn't drive in it or anything.
Yeah.
So you should be relatively okay. Now they said that if that low pressure that was up here, that cold front kept pushing down, it could push it as far as like Port Charlotte area, which would have put you more in the path, but it hasn't done that. So because they said that cold front that was coming down up here, it would only go down so far and then it's gonna stop. So yeah, you should be all right. You're not that far into it. So you can see right here, it's supposed to be a 4, and then it'll be start to slow down to a 3 when it makes landfall.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you look at that center line has been staying pretty true so far. Yeah, that will put us right there. That's right where we're at. So.
JD.
Yeah. Wasn't even his lawn furniture.
Yeah. Hey, free lawn furniture! Yay! All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna get off here and get some things done before I have to start getting ready.
All right.
But we'll see you guys later on. Later.
Okay. Okay.
Adios.
Okay. Well, I think we're going to close her down.
All right.
Donald, good luck to you, buddy.
Adios.
Yeah, good luck.
All right.
Good
We'll
luck
see
on the
everybody.
job.